So this is a short intro to the PhD student peer review system of the HKU RICO website. Peer reviews, as we all know, is one of the cornerstones of scientific work across many disciplines. It consists of researchers who have similar background, critically assessing the work of their peers, with regard to the internal logic, to methods, relevance, and in our case now also the writing style. This is especially good for us on a PhD level. As writers, we can get easy feedback from peers and critical feedback from them. And the reviewers on the other side get first-hand experience in doing these reviews, which is a big part of scientific work. Plus, they learn from good examples, hopefully good examples of their peers as well. And as an added bonus is that we know more what other people are doing in the department. One critical point is that this peer review process is, for good reason, normally double-blind. That means the author doesn't know who reviews his article, and the reviewer doesn't know the authors or the author. The latter point is for us not that important because we can normally infer who the authors are. So this is only single blind. That means the author does not know who the reviewers are. So that reviewers can give frank, candid feedback because they are anonymous, and only the editor knows ultimately who the reviewers are of a given article. These are now the 4 steps which the system supports. Firstly, an author can write an article either directly in the system, or he copy and paste parts of a Word document into it. Then the editor checks. We don't really have the normal desk reject policies, but just for general guidelines, for example, the agreed on guideline of the number of words. Then in the next step, the 2 reviewers who were assigned this particular article read it and critically assess the article and give a detailed feedback, which includes as well summarizing the main points of the article. And then they give comments. These comments are only visible to the editor, and the editor can then forward the comments as a feedback back to the authors, so that the authors get feedback. And normally we would have maybe a revision process in a journal, but this is where we stop essentially. We give once a feedback, and then the author has on this piece feedback of 2 of his peers at the department, and that this should be sufficient for improving his work in general.